Ali Hassan Joho, amongst the 4 cabinet secretaries that were picked from ODM party, is already proving his worth. A man who rose to the cabinet against all odds, right from scoring a B in KCSE and rising through the ranks to become a cabinet secretary. But in this podcast, why is the president's team uncomfortable with Joho's style of leadership? I'm still in Kilifi County and I'll be here for 5 days. Part of what I'm supposed to do here is to run a mission in Magarini. Allow me say it in Kiswahili. Hawa mama ambao hawa ni akina mama wazee, na hawa wazee miaka zao zimesonga sana hadi kuanzia miaka 85 na kusonga juu. Sasa walikuwa wanasaidiwa na mwanajeshi fulani ambaye alifanya kazi kwa jeshi lakini baadaye akaja akastaafu. Hata hivyo maisha hayajakuwa mzuri na yule mwanajeshi akapata ugonjwa, kwa mgonjwa. Sasa hangeendelea kuwasaidia. Ukiangalia baadhi ya nyumba ambamo wanaishi ziko katika hali duni. Sasa ndio maana kwa siku 5 zijazo niko hapa kuangalia mbinu ya kuweza kuwasaidia. Chini ya mwavuli wa Bold Charity niko hapa sehemu za pwani kuhakikisha kwamba angalau tumeweza kuzitengeneza baada ya hizo nyumba. Alafu pia katikati mwa wiki pia tutaweza kuwapatia vyakula na vitu vinginevyo kama malazi. Sasa ndio maana naomba kama upo katika hizi sehemu, wale mashabiki wangu kutoka pwani niko kwenyu. Na najua mara mingi nimeuliza sana, wewe shughuli nyingi za usaidizi mwazifanya lakini haufiki huko. Sasa ndio maana nimefika. Kindly let's help do 20 bob challenge. That's where my Swahili have arrived. That's the best I could do in my Swahili. We are doing a 100 bob challenge to support these elderly women. So what you can get, we have a lot. I'm here with my team, so we'll be able to at least do some repairs in some of those houses. Some are not even complete. They were being helped by someone who also fell ill. And I just opted that, yes, because this is already work of humanity, it is just in order for us to support this work. And thank you very much for those who are also responding. The number is down there. Any amount will go towards supporting this. Now, Hassan Joho, there are recent 2 clips that has emerged. Hassan Joho recently just did an impromptu visit in one of the companies dealing with mining in industrial area. And this is what transpired in that building.
Kuna hiyo kasumba mnasemaga ati watu wa serikali sisi tukija tutawaacha hapa. Mimi nitawapeleka kabla mimi niondoke. Tutafanya. Yeah.
Just follow up what? We have a challenge in establishing the origin of the sample because most of the clients will come. When you ask them to disclose the information, they have
You're the ones who are supporting illegal mining. So you come and test sample for just anybody who doesn't disclose the source. Director. So someone can go afanye illegal mining, you test and certify for them and they export. So you're testing for who? From what source? You don't know.
You see, sir, most people, they can't disclose where they're getting this from. We usually have a form. We request them, can you tell us where it is? Then they say no.
So who's in charge of this place, director? You?
Yes.
Yes. Somebody, administrative action. This guy should show cause why he should remain here. And anybody from today henceforth, if people do not disclose sources, a mineral that comes to be tested, that person in charge here will take responsibility. What do you mean by colored sources?
or colored stones, those are the names, and gemstones. When they come here, we give it a...
So if you're the experts, you will tell stones and you call them colored stones.
No, but that's a general name, but after doing it, we give
tell
it
us.
But even when you did it, what did you find?
we can check
Maybe the copies of the certificate. So what is
Bring that certificate here.
this book is for what? Copies.
Bring that copy here.
Oh, sorry.
Bring the one you showed us, the colored stones. There's a place we wrote colored stones. Where was it? Where did it come from?
It's from the Rose County.
Where was it mined? That's the question.
We don't know.
You don't know.
But you are government. If somebody is not willing to disclose, why can't he take to Tanzania or Rwanda or testing?
I don't know.
No.
You know what this means? You've processed this stone here. You have given someone this report. This is what he uses. He goes to the airport, lives with it, and uses this to sell to the rest of the world. It is as simple as that. Yet you here are not even sure whether government royalties were paid, whether taxes were paid, whether that guy mined it illegally or from some licensed mine. You just process. So I can come here with some stone and I tell you, fix this for me and give it certified for me. You do it happily.
We need now to come up with a way forward.
Now, you need to come now with the way forward. If someone brings a sample for testing, they should give you their license number, whether it is prospecting license or mine, and where they have come from, and even take the coordinates. Because it is that information we will even use ourselves to see if we're being paid the right royalty dues.
It also helps us to know where the minerals are.
Yeah, but we are not doing it, and you know you need to do it. From what we have seen in terms of processes, I don't even think you collect adequate data. Like you don't even know where minerals that you test come from. You just have plans. We want to do. What have you done? Hii mambo tuko na hii mpango tuna hii sasa inatusaidia nini? Okay, tell me after we leave today, what will you do?
The thing that is killing this country as far as minerals exploitation is that illegal mining. Of course, after illegal mining, smuggling of minerals. 3, as he has said about the staff, those who are here, there's a responsibility to know who is here. If they are not here, where are they? So I don't know how we supervise, we clock in those people, because if they are not, they are professionals, they are running. If they are not here, they are then doing
other jobs.
The cadastre, the server is in Konza, but the vendor is Landiforious. Is Landiforious South Africa.
The officer in charge.
I'm the officer in charge of the cadastre.
This kind of leadership is attracting, is having traction from Kenyans. And quite a number of Kenyans have been saying that Kenya needs a Joho. And I fully support the corruption level in this country does not need the softness, because what these people are doing is not even graft. Graft is beautifying it. The brand of leaders we have are just looters. So if we want to fight corruption, we must just be head on. And I like the fact that Joho is taking that Magufuli style. Immediately this video emerged, Kenyans were reacting, were saying that if there is someone that can change the way things are supposed to be done, then that is Hassan Joho. And I really concur. Nilikuwa hizi sehemu, nilikuwa uzi kwa inaitwa Gongoni. Na one thing nilikuja nikagundua pale ni kwamba watu wanataka vitu zifanyike sana. Nilikuwa nazungumza na mafundi na mwambia jamani nataka tusaidie hawa. And they were telling me that they are really ready. They really want, there is that love. Ni ile tu hawana usaidizi tutapataje mawe, makuti, nini. hela ndo shida, lakini akaniambia wewe hizi vitu zikishapatikana tutafanya ikaze. So I think that's a culture that Coastarians have. Now Hassan Joho is injecting what has been lacking in Kenya Kwanza, the seriousness and the ruthlessness. And William Ruto intentionally could not be ruthless. I remember, I think in Voi, this is not the first time, in Voi, he was also warning some fellows that your goose is cooked and he's not going to, that the goose is cooked and he's not going to babysit those who, according to him, cannot toe the line.
Mtu yoyote ambaye amepewa leseni akakaa nao mwaka wa pili anazungusha kuuza hiyo leseni apate pesa, that license must be cancelled, and it must be cancelled now. We have no space for speculators. We don't. Wewe kama unataka kuja kumine madini Kenya, jipange na uwekezaji wako, ukipewa leseni uingie kiwanja. Lakini ukipewa leseni uzunguke nayo umuzie huyu alafu yule miaka 5 inaenda tu, madini ya elimwi haichukuliwi, faida haipatikani, wananchi wapati faida. That must stop. And it must stop now. Hii story ilitokea hapa kwamba mtu anakuja anachimba madini kwa miaka 7 hajatoa ndururu. Leo ndio hiyo mwisho, my friend. Mwisho. Na in fact I want to say this. We have no business entertaining someone who does not pay the rightful dues for the Kenyan people and the Kenyan government. So antakuja kwa hawa wajumbe tutakwenda kwao very soon, tutengeneze sheria ya kueleweka. Sahihi sheria iliyoko ni kwamba tutabadilisha, sheria iko, si kutengeneza, tutabadilisha. I will propose sheria ya kwamba badala ya mtu kuchukua rasilimali alafu akishahamisha amepeleka for example paka Ulaya ama China ama wapi, akae na hiyo faida miezi kadhaa alafu aje alipe, tutawekana mahesabu tofauti. Ukibeba lori, lipo yako, lipo ya county, lipo ya mwananchi, lipo ya serikali, nenda na lori. Tumeelewana hapo? The people of Kenya are not in the business of waiting. Pesa iko na thamani. Sasa wewe uchukue pesa nyingi, ulipwe, uende zako, ukae nayo banki yako, kama upate interest, kama uinvest kwingine, alafu uje hapa watu wakishushu wabembeleze, baada ya miaka kadhaa ulete 20 million, 30 million, hiyo mchezo itaisha. Hiyo mchezo utafanya nini? Itaisha. It is my directive today that we will never have a conversation again of someone pegging on top of another. It is also my directive today of allowing someone to peg on our cadastre without a proper consent from the people.
Joho has been pulling such the super CS stance, something that was very synonymous with CS Matiang'i. When Matiang'i moved from ICT, of course after overseeing the analog to digital transition at the ICT docket, Matiang'i was moved to the Ministry of Education at a time when that docket was suffering. And he streamlined. He was able to clear and ensure that exam cheating was something of the past. So, and by the time Matiang'i was leaving government, even working with Uhuru to the last time, Matiang'i was amongst the cabinet secretaries who members of the public were asking, in this country, we need a Matiang'i. Now, someone must have whispered to Joho that even in this Ruto administration, we need a Matiang'i. And Joho is slowly metamorphosizing, rather adopting that Matiang'i style that was also the Magufuli style. He's been out busting and bashing corrupt elements within the ministry, warning them that he's not going to babysit them on that end. But this has also, there are also multiple reports that William Ruto is not so much embracing this style, and that this comfort within William Ruto's circle, because if you compare the kind of that leadership style and exposing in the braveness, the boldness in confronting cartels in that ministry, that is something that has been lacking in this country. In fact, most Gen Zs that had even felt like, oh, we didn't need Joho, we didn't need this, are also feeling like what Joho is doing is what this country really needs. So the point is whether William Ruto will give him that independence, because that is what many people in cabinet have been lacking. So why would Ruto become uncomfortable with that style of leadership by Hassan Joho? Number one, the admiration, the leadership style, the hands-on leadership style would attract will actually boost his political persuasion and political visibility. Of course, if there is something that Joho ameweza kufanya ni kuhakikisha kwamba akitembea katika hizi wizara, labda katika hizi ofisi, anabeba watu wake, anaenda na watu wake wa kamera. Sasa akizungumza, yani hata wale akienda pale kuweza kuwakoroga, anahakikisha kwamba zimeweza kunakiliwa na Wakenya wanaweza wakaona. So that has created, I'm really trying Swahili by the way. You may need to rate my Swahili. Now, so that has attracted that political persuasion. He's already gaining visibility from Kenyans who are asking, probably this country needs a Joho. We need to listen to what Joho is saying, and we need to adopt a Joho style. Now, Joho, I understand that Kenyans, there's still a clique of politicians that are mobilizing along the tribal lines. It might be too early to say we are non-tribal, that the country is non-tribal, but the country is growing. The country, I think Kenyans have started adopting ideologies. In fact, I can tell you, if I make a prediction is here, the moment Raila Odinga would leave the political scene and William Ruto, just the two of them, the moment they will leave the political scene, the new crop of leaders you are seeing, the Babu Owino around Raila Sacco, the Ndindi Nyoros around William Ruto, those fellows will not thrive in those tribal undertones, in those tribal mobilization schemes, because the young people, the Gen Zs who are going to be the voters in 2037, the voters in 2037 will not hear anything like tribal undertones. These people are being born in town, they're being born in different dynamics. Education is also shaping their thinking. And in fact, this aspect of hands-on Joho style is making him above others. Now, I think Joho is also displaying the template, the leadership template that this country needs. I've always been saying, in this country, someone is corrupt and someone heads a docket, and I have a very big beef with Kemsa. Someone heads a docket. Corruption is, captured there. Then the next thing you hear is that person sacked or told to resign. After resigning the next day, that person is already an ambassador somewhere, rather has been redeployed. And that happens even with the police. I still don't understand why, if a police officer breaches law in some area, then it has to be transferred. I've always felt that transfer is just part of shielding that person. It's just part of protecting the person, and it doesn't serve any good. So displaying that template, what Hassan Joho is saying is the government has to be hands-on. People need to be accountable and not just sitting in the offices and waiting for those reports. I think, to my end, people might look at it as publicity, of being popular, but if it can be put down so that what Kenyans just have to do is fear. You took that with some legislation that if you're found stealing, you will be shot dead. I'm telling you, we shall have fixed this country. Then I think he's also outshining cabinet members as being lazy, if you look at the Ministry of Land, if there is a ministry that needs Hassan Joho, I wish Raila would have got it, Joho would have gone to land. If there is a place that really needs the Joho, is that Ministry of Land. And because that is where there is huge cartels, they are very arrogant. And look, for example, even that, look at that Ministry of Labor. The way Eldoret has become a scam city, where people just, they just ask parents, sell your cow, sell your land, pay us, we take your kid to go and work abroad. Then they vanish with the money. Company cannot even be traced. You look at those things. So I think this country, we need another leadership. Number 3, lastly, I think Hassan Joho is asserting his independence and authority in that ministry. Now, that is what is also needed. That is also very necessary. A minister must assert that I am independent and I have authority and I can make my decisions. That has been lacking. The president has been in charge of anyone and anything in every ministry. So the style that Hassan Joho is putting out there is attracting the love from Kenyans, because Kenyans really feel that there is something new that we can be served, and we are not used to the usual abracadabra by the other ministers. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my take. Let's meet in the next. Na unahisi vipi kuhusu uongozi wa Hassan Joho? Kindly tusaidie sana, tusaidie wale wamama, wazee, wale wazee, ili tuhakikishe kwamba hali yao imekuwa sawa. Nitakuwa hapa kwa siku 5, target ni kubwa, 100,000, shilingi 50,000 na 50. Nahisi kwamba tukijikakamua itawezekana. Nitakuwa hapa hadi siku ya Jumatano kuhakikisha kwamba tumeweza kuwasaidia wale wenzetu. Asanteni bana.